There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's it's... Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Going to try to pop one on the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped. For a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was
turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Burrell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Warren. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expect...
Touchdown, Louisiana! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Army overcame a tough opponent, but not only that, a raucous crowd. The Black Knights tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass on second down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Rousseau. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That How about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
There he goes.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Catch in the middle. It's Burrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
With the catch, it's Ferguson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. It's a seam wide up and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Still looking. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Rousseau. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. We're on TV. Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll open the second half on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rousseau. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stick.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Grab near the sticks. It's Daniels. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give as they work on that clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Coleman. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Raging Cajuns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down, he lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. This is not a straight-on kick. They put on the heat, and they blocked it. He's going to scoop it up. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. And we're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats, and not much else as this one is in the books. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're